is mainly about, well, this isn't an article, it's an excerpt, so maybe I'll skip that one. The article explores the topic of, the author argues that, the article examines the idea of, the piece explains why, the author recommends, well, maybe this, because I know he's talking about independence in Vietnam, so I might come back to that one. Or, the central point of the article is. The article examines the idea of. With your elbow partner, take 30 seconds to discuss which one you think would be the better sentence starter.
The author.
With your elbow partner, most
Author argues
comfortable
that.
with.
No.
Okay? And then Nina, you can kind of join in their conversation. Okay, so discuss which one you think would be the best sentence frame to start with. 30 seconds. Carlos, please go ahead and throw that away. Nina has to. What is it?
Hey, Miguel.
People like,
Okay, I'm going to use the cards. Let's see who our lucky winner is going to be with sentence starter. Did you decide would be the best one? Noman. Which one for sentence starter? It looks like Naomi got it. The author recommends. Okay, so let's go with this one. So document 1. Yes, we're doing this together. The author recommends, excuse me, there's only one O. I mean, one C. So the author recommends that what? What does the author recommend in this text? What does he feel about independence in Vietnam?
that they should
Hold
have.
on, Johnny. RJ? Okay, that all men are created equal. Johnny?
I know, that one.
So I like that, but I want to add on to it. Recommends that all people are created equal. And what? What has been going on in Vietnam?
War.
Paul?
People have been deprived, they're living in poverty.
Okay, the people have been deprived and they're living in poverty. Who has put them in that position? The French, right? So the author recommends that all people are created equal and that the French have been taking advantage of the Vietnamese. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the occasion. Sorry that the copies are a little shaky. Last week the copy machine was not cooperating with us. What do we know about the time when this piece was written? What circumstances or situation may have influenced the writing of this piece? Well, as I look on my paper, I know it was written on September 2nd, 1952.
1945.
Thank you, 1945. As well as the Vietnamese were being mistreated by the French and they wanted independence. So the sentence frame that I'm going to pick is during this period in history. So I'm going to draw a line under the subject. On the side, I'm going to write occasion. And I'm gonna start my sentence. During this period in history, comma, the Vietnamese began demanding their independence. From the French. Okay, in this case, I'm going to draw a line under a few of these, just in case document 2 is a little bit longer. We're going to move on to the audience. Okay, audience. Who is the piece directed toward? Who is the intended reader? What prior knowledge might have the intended readers have? So looking at my sentence frames, I'm going to go with this one. The author is speaking to. Okay, take 30 seconds with the elbow partner and discuss who you think the author is speaking to. Miguel, you can work with Dee Dee and Dom. Yes, I will. Dom, head up. Okay, 30 seconds to discuss with your partner. Who do you think they are speaking to? I should hear talking. Who do you think they are speaking?
Who do you think? I think it's the French that have power over Vietnam.
Then I'm going to use the card, so make sure you and your partner have an answer.
That
Who do you think they're
we
talking
have all
to?
been manipulated by the Chinese.
French.
I feel that Ho Chi Minh is something not only
That's
just
their
France,
favorite
but the
thing.
world in general. To show us how powerless we are.
Let's definitely.
Wow.
All the things that have been affected by the Vietnam War.
There's no corporation.
The corporations have been around longer than.
Yeah, but there's nothing but corporate.
Okay, so let's take a look. Our lucky winner.
Yeah,
What
where
do you
does it
think?
say corporate?
They are talking to Lily. Who do you think? So who do you think they're talking to? Okay, the French and the Vietnamese. Why do you say the French? Okay, because they were involved in it. I can definitely see that. Mina, do you want to share? Who do you think they're talking to?
The country of France.
Why the country of France?
Hold on. They're preparing their independence.
Okay, Paul and then RJ.
The French said they're controlling them.
Okay, the French because they're controlling them. RJ.
This is the French and Vietnamese because the French is monopolizing the Vietnamese.
We definitely, I would agree, are speaking to the French and the Vietnamese and the people of Vietnam, excuse me. So when they're talking to the people of France, right, when we wrote the Declaration of Independence here in the United States, it wasn't just for the colonists. It was also intended for the people in Great Britain. These are the injustices that have been done, and this is why we want independence. Very similar here as well. Okay, again, I'm gonna skip a few lines. And then we're on the purpose. Okay, purpose. What is the text trying to accomplish? Well, we kind of answered this and kind of have been discussing this throughout. The sentence frame that I'm going to choose The author explains that right, the damages of the French. This one's going to be a 2-sentence one. My next sentence is the work furthers our understanding of the Vietnamese want for independence. Okay, I'm going to draw my line. We'll skip one line. I'm on the speaker now. Everybody who was the speaker.
Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh, and who was he?
The leader of the communism.
The communist. Okay.
The leader of communism.
The leader of communism in Vietnam. So by including yes,
What does it say on your understanding of the
Vietnamese. By including information about Ho Chi Minh, the reader learns that he wants independence for his people. Okay, draw my line, and we're on the last one, tone. One of my students in 5th period had a really good way of explaining this, and so I'm going to add it here. So it's the feeling, the author's feeling, or feelings, when expressing their thinking. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute with your elbow partner. I want you to discuss what you think the author's tone is.